What is going on, everyone? Vertical Atrocity here, your Metalhead Gamer, bringing you another Are Attachments Necessary episode from the Are Attachments Necessary series. So I'm basically going straight in order with this one. The next weapon the weapon I am using is a G36C. The attachment is a red dot sight. As far as the type of red dot sight, I prefer the Delta. I don't know why. It's just how I feel like using, because everyone else has their own preferences with that, and I think it's a fair experiment. But you know, the control group example was last week's iron sights. This week's the red dot sight. Everyone has their certain feel with attachments, and I'm going to go through mine basically and try to give a fair analysis of each one to show exactly why it's good, why it's not, where it's good, where it's not good, you know, stuff like that. And on this weapon, it has no proficiencies, no proficiency whatsoever. So no kick, no impact, breath, whatever, none of that stuff is gone. So everything's stripped down to the basics of what it should be at with an attachment. So we can judge it, analyze it correctly, as accurately as possible. I am using for perks, Blind Eye, Assassin, and Dead Silence. I forget which ones are pro, but as you can see, doing fairly decent with it. My analysis with the red dot sight, I like it with the G36. Some people prefer iron sights, as we will see later with like the silencer and other attachments like that. The silencer, the grenade launcher, the shotgun attachment. You know, I like the red dot sight. Is very helpful in my opinion if you're not using any other attachment for it. But I like the red dot sight here is great for the G36 as far as accuracy. Compared to the iron sights and what I have used after the iron sights, as far as ACOG, hybrid sights. You can see my analysis on that in a couple weeks. I'm not a big fan of hybrid sights, but it's pretty decent. The idea is great, though. That's for sure. But I think the red dot sight's really good as far as headshots go. You can get headshots a lot quicker with it, because instead of that ridiculous like slot as a iron sight. It's a little, you can control a little more, and you can see the kick a little. It's easier to see. The iron sight isn't in your way anymore. It's just that red dot, so you can. It definitely improves accuracy, not for the gun itself, but for you as the player. That's the key. The accuracy all relies on you and how you use the attachment. So if I had to choose between iron sight, just nothing with the iron sight, you know, just plain, no attachments at all in the red dot sight, I would choose the red dot sight because of accuracy, especially with those long distance kills. I mean, even on here, you think, oh, you're on Overwatch, long distance. No, you know, close quarters more than anything else. Not really. There's a lot of long distance kills that you can see in most of these. I think I did fairly decent with this. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of the G36, but I used it enough so I can unlock all these attachments for you guys. Used it with a weapon I'm not really too familiar with, so you guys, it makes the my analysis a little, my experiment analysis, whatever you want to call it, a little more accurate, in my opinion, more reliable, like a reliable source. I don't know what the right word would be for it. Been a while since I take science. I hate science. But if I would give this a grade, I would definitely give this, as you can see, just easy switcheroos right there. I don't think I can do that with the iron sight. But I would give this a B+ to A-. It's in between that. It's not the greatest attachment, like I said, but it does quite well as far as a standalone attachment. If I were to use this attachment, I would use it with a silencer with this weapon, because and with kick if we were using a proficiency. So, you know, the kick would have made this a lot better, but the attachment itself I would give a B+ to an A- grade out of you know, the regular grading scale. So I'd say about like a 90. I give it a 90 out of 100. So that's that basically sums up my my spiel about this attachment. I think next week's will be the silencer. You guys get to see how I think about that. As you can see here, plenty of headshots. Like I said before, this thing is great with it because there's no kick on it, and the vertical recoil. I usually go for the mass, center of mass. It brings up to the head, so it's like pow, 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 done. It gives a quicker kill, giving you more time to shoot people. Other people are coming after you. You're able to switch targets faster. Give you time to maybe reload, or you don't use as much ammo, so you don't have to reload as fast, as often. As you can see, I don't reload too much. And to summarize, I do not use a secondary weapon. I do not use my equipment of any sort, or my grenades, secondary equipment, whatever you want to call it. I do not use my Semtex, my flashbangs, as you can see in here. I think my sidearm is a USP or a P99, something like that, some handgun, because I am just using this weapon. So it's kind of giving me the lightweight effect of the weight, so you can see like I'm just using this weapon to give it a pretty good analysis with it. So I do not use anything else but my primary unless I run out of ammo of my primary. And if I do, I use my secondary. And then if I'm out of my secondary, I use my grenades or equipment. So, or my knife if I run out of that. So once I run out of ammo in my primary, all the gloves come off and I start going crazy. So as you can see, I don't think that happens in this episode or in this gameplay here, but I'm gonna cut it short with the commentary, and you guys watch the rest, and you'll be able to see how well I do with it. So you can also conclude with my score. I noticed my skills aren't that great. I've been relying on the scuffed gaming controller too often, and drop shots aren't so easy for me anymore. I don't play on tactical, I play on default, for those of you asking. So it's quite the reach to do all that. That's why I like the gaming controller. It adds less button, less the delay in time and reaction time, but I think I did pretty well in here. So to conclude, yeah, I think we lost this. I can just look at the score right now and see it. I'm pretty sure we lose this round, but it's not about that. It's about the attachment and how well I did with it. Quick double right there. It's definitely above average of your attachments. So like I said, 90 out of 100. That's what I give it. You guys give this comment, or not comment, give this video a like, share it, favorite, subscribe, all the good stuff. Follow me on Twitter in the link below, and I will see you next week with the next episode of Are Attachments Necessary? This is Vertical Atrocity signing off. Thanks for watching, guys.
Securing Bravo. Losing A. Changing back. Securing C. Heads up, Delta Team. Enemy UAV spotted. Securing B. Enemy care package incoming. Securing Bravo. Enemy UAV spotted. Securing Bravo. Charlie secure. Be advised, advanced UAV online. All positions locked down. Hold your positions. Losing Charlie. We lost A. UAV online. Mission directive failed. We'll have to send in Bravo team.